Good afternoon. It's Paul Chase with eRealtyAdvisors. Today I want to talk a little bit about the mistakes that home sellers are making. Now, I'm sure by now you've heard that the summer was an incredibly weird and extremely hot seller's market, and prices were being bid up by $20, $30, even $50,000 in some cases. And you might be thinking that, hey, I can just throw up any old house and get exactly the price I want. It's not really the case. So one of the first mistakes that sellers make is really estimating, or underestimating the cost of selling their house. Now, I'm not talking about just the commissions. Okay, those certainly can play a major role. In today's market, you may end up looking at both seller help or seller concessions, paying for some of the buyer's closing costs. There's also transfer tax. One of the biggest hidden costs of selling a house is really not staging the property properly, or even not putting the property in a good state of repair. Again, you can't just throw up any pile of bricks and lumber and call it a premium house. If you want premium prices, you've got to deliver a premium product, and also get a good sense of what the cost of selling is. You need to take into account any of your outstanding liens, any mortgages, any back taxes, water and sewer bills. There's a lot that goes in there that eats away at that purchase price. Second thing is setting an unreasonable selling price. A lot of times sellers will think, hey, I can just list my house $20,000 over market and buyers will still flock to it just because it's been such a crazy summer. You know what? It rarely works out that way. Buyers are very educated and they're doing a lot of work before they ever get off their couch or out of their lazy boy recliner. They're looking to see what other things have sold for in the area. They're also looking at those online pictures, trying to get an idea of what the condition is. You're far better off in a pricing strategy is to make it realistic and then let the market bid it up. Let the buyer's enthusiasm take it to where it really needs to be. Second, when it comes to getting multiple offers, too many buyers or too many sellers look at whatever has the highest offer price. That may or may not work for you. One of the problems is that buyers will have things that they add on to, like contingencies, like an inspection contingency or a mortgage contingency, and an appraisal contingencies. All those contingencies are really escape clauses for a buyer to change their mind. Where does the seller lose on these? Simply because the properties come off market while the buyer's doing their due diligence. Now you can thwart some of these by simply having a pre-listing inspection done yourself, making those necessary repairs. You can also take a look at the convenience of going through these contingencies. You've got the inspections, appraisals. Sometimes a lower cash offer is simply a better offer because there's no contingencies. This is what the sales price is, this is what the net is, and we're done. So don't always look at just the sales price. And this also takes us to ignoring the major repairs and making costly innovations. This has to do with preparing the house for sale. Repairs do not add value to the house. They simply maintain the value. Putting on a new $5,000 roof doesn't make a $200,000 house a $205,000 house or even a $210,000 house. Putting on a new roof simply keeps a $200,000 house at $200,000. Makes it more appealing, it makes it easier to sell, it will appeal to more buyers who may bid it up, but it keeps the house from a $5,000 roof, keeps a $200,000 house from becoming a $190,000 house simply because the roof wasn't in good condition. Another mistake that sellers often make are costly renovations. If you're going to add $30,000 to a kitchen that hasn't been updated, that's great. Again, it makes it easier to sell, but it doesn't automatically add $30,000 to the price. It really just brings it up to where it should be. And also, yeah, it does add some value to the house, but a $30,000 kitchen doesn't add $30,000 worth of value. We'll typically add maybe 10 or 15. Sometimes on a really good day, it'll add maybe 25 to 27,000. Rarely do major renovations add penny for penny or dollar for dollar value to a house. This goes back to not preparing the house for sale also. Look at staging the house. Make it ready. Make it appealing to the buyers. Make it ready for the buyers to want to feel at home in the house that you want them to buy. If they're not getting a good feeling for the house, they're simply not going to buy it. They'll wait for something else. Now, choosing the right agent or choosing the wrong way to sell, those are important. One of the best ways to look at marketing the house is A, have a great product, and also look at a great marketing strategy. I like to look at Apple and what Apple does in their marketing strategy. They'll simply leak details about an upcoming product months in advance, and they'll generate a ton of market interest before the product is even fully designed and built and ready to ship. This is why you see so many lines outside the Apple store 24 or 48 hours in advance. They've done a lot of pre-marketing hype. Good marketing plan will take care of that also. I've seen a lot of agents say, we'll sell the house, but we only want showings during these times and so many days a week. And what is really happening is it's like opening a storefront, but you're not opened. Buyers can't get in. They want to come in and see the house, experience the house, feel the house, smell the house. If you're not giving them opportunity, you're losing buyers before they ever get in to see the house. This can have a huge impact in how fast the property stays on the market and how long it stays on the market, and ultimately what price you get. Finally, think about your overall broader financial situation. If you've got a mortgage on the property, get an idea of what the payoff balance is going to be. Let me let you in on a little secret. It's not the balance due on your last mortgage statement. It will get you sort of close, but it's not the settlement date, or it's not the to the penny of what you can expect to get. For that, we need to give them to get a real payoff amount. You need to talk to your lender to say, if I settle on this date, what will my expected payoff amount be? Also, you have water bills and sewer bills and back taxes or property taxes that need to come into play. Those fit in. What other debts are you looking to pay off when it comes to selling your house? What are you going to do with those proceeds? Are you going to roll it into a new house? If you're downsizing, you may have cash left over. What are you going to do with that cash? Pay attention to that. If you haven't been in a house for very long, capital gains tax could come into play. So you'll want to talk to your tax advisor about things like that. So talk to your financial planner, talk to your tax people, and find out. If you have any questions about selling your house and some of the mistakes that sellers make, be sure to check out the website, parealestateresources.com. There's a lot of resources there on staging and preparing the house for sale, what repairs and renovations add value, which ones not so much. In the meantime, make it a great day and look forward to seeing you on parealestateresources.com.